A safety alert tonight, an eye-opening report about what your toddlers and small children are doing behind your back.
Yeah, while you may think that they can't possibly get out of your home and into danger, the reality is parents may not be aware of what their child is really capable of doing. So we're using hidden cameras to show you. Channel 4's Jennifer Waugh is here to roll the video of the unlikely escape artist.
Parents tend to make assumptions when it comes to their kids, like, oh, they're not tall enough to unlock the deadbolt, or they know not to leave the house without me. The biggest mistake, though, is not realizing that your little one is smart enough to slip right out the front door.
Can you go get me a book to read?
Bailey just turned 3. She is constantly moving, blowing bubbles.
Stop. Which way? Do we look both ways?
Riding her bike, and like most kids her age,
She thinks she's independent. She thinks she's a big girl. She tells us she's a big girl.
which Mom has learned can be dangerous.
And then if she decides she wants to go play, she'll grab one of her little chairs and climb herself up. We used to keep the key here. We've since moved it, but she'll climb herself up. She knows that that's a double cylinder, and she'll let herself out.
No door seems to be Bailey-proof.
So we keep this locked, but she'll open it. And then the gate is so short out here, she'll come around here, and it's pretty easy to get right through there.
We installed these cameras in her home to see how clever children this age can be about sneaking out alone. Her parents testing her to see what she would do when she didn't think they were watching. Look, do you see how she runs right out the door that leads to the garage and then makes a beeline for the door that leads to the street? It's wide open. Mom was hiding and watching, so Bailey was never in any danger. She told her mom later, though, that she just wanted to see the rain. Then there's this time. Mom leaves to run an errand. She locks the door behind her with a key. Bailey is playing on the floor. She waits a few seconds and then watch her get up, unlock the deadbolt, and out into the garage. She doesn't stop, though. She's trying to catch up with her mom, who was testing to see if she would follow. She ran all the way up to the car. It's a good thing Mom hadn't been backing up. Back inside, you see Bailey closed the door behind her, so Dad would not have known that she was outside. On another day, Bailey clearly wants to go outside because she knows her dad is working in the yard. She does hesitate to walk out the garage door, but fast forward a couple of seconds, and eventually she walks right out. Dad, testing her, never loses sight of her, but just thinking about the possibilities.
And that's actually a body of water. You can't see it, but that's a little creek that goes through right across the street.
Turns this mother's stomach.
So we tried to teach her how to swim at a young age, but she was one of those kids that didn't love it. And so we're trying again this year, but God forbid she were to get out the door and walk right across the street. I mean, there's a creek from the river. Who knows what could happen?
Bottom line, try not to make any assumptions when it comes to your children, regardless of their age. I mean, remember, it was just 3 months ago that we brought you the story of this 2.5-year-old. She slipped out of her parents' Northside home at 3:45 in the morning. Her parents had no idea that she could even unlock the front door. Thankfully, a driver spotted Capri Crosby, but not before she had walked a mile down the road to her grandmother's subdivision. You can see her mom installed child-proof locks on the door handle and a chain lock to keep her from doing it all again. But you know what? You just never know, and you don't want the first time to be a deadly mistake. Jennifer Waugh, Channel 4, the local station.
And far too often, young children who slip out of their home end up drowning in a pool or a retention pond. So tomorrow on the morning show, there's a local program where experts come to your home and install pool alarms. It is a free service. How to qualify for that tomorrow at 8:15 on the morning show.